When we came for the Ellipse program, one of my expectations was to prepare myself for success. I sincerely believe that as you grow up in life, you've got to keep these learnings which will help you transform from where you are to where you want to be. So with my background, I've got a lot of functional knowledge, a lot of working across industries. But the question was, if I had to move from where I am in a couple of years or at some stage to something much broader, how would I go about it? Looking at the program profile, what I could afford in terms of time, I think that was the most important parameter. I think Ellipse came out as a perfect choice because it's got the great attributes of a one-year program, but it doesn't demand too much at one go, and you can actually afford to space out your time over a period, take time to reflect, take time to implement what you learn. Our first module in Singapore, and everyone came in, and obviously there were a lot of expectations. When you got in, it was already a great learning experience at the end of the first week. When I went back to work, it was easy because I could see a big gap between what I'm learning as well as my workplace. Specifically, the thought that we do not allow ideas to incubate. There are lots of ideas coming up through the organization, but it's very behavioral to stop those ideas somewhere in the middle because it does not suit the way we think. And when I put it to the organization, people even higher up, I think it was very well respected that yes, we do recognize this, that we should allow more ideas to incubate. So things like principle of charity, things like spotlight, stuff which Neil taught us, that stuck. And as we move further, the experience was also about how do I manage myself? How do I manage my business? And how can we look at the environment in total? So for example, strategy, we all do strategy day in, day out. But what I learned is that if you can take the structure which our professors are teaching us, it helps you put things in a better context. It helps bring more meaning, it helps communicate it better further in the organization. So I think all that stuff has already come out. Some differences are very obvious, some are relative, but I can feel in myself that it's coming through very well. So one of my big takeaways from the Ellipse program is looking at the profile of the participants. Obviously when I was walking in, there were lots of thoughts about what are the kind of people I'm going to get into. And obviously it's a very different crowd from the young MBA classes. These are people with typically 10, 15 years, probably more years experience, and in a wide diversity of fields. So the brilliant part was that a lot of my friends, I see that they're so good at certain things they do. So a lot of areas which I'm not good at, let's say understanding marketing aspects or understanding the stock market and things. I see people who are very, open to sharing the ideas and helping me understand things which I don't understand, and actually linking a lot of the detailed stuff to conceptual issues. So that's one of the things, I see that it's come out very, very well in this program. And I can use that learning and that network going forward. I had to make some choices, and one of the important things for me was not to take too much time away from work, but at the same time make things happen. And going out for an EMBA or going out to a lot of other programs, I believed it would take a full year of dedication or even more. What the Ellipse program has allowed me effectively to do is to pursue it with good organizational alignment where they do not feel I'm taking too much time away from work, and also meet my aspirations. So it was a great fit in terms of the duration of the program, the way the modules were structured over a 1-year period. I think that was one of the unique benefits I saw in the program. The content, obviously, when you have INSEAD in the back, you know that the qualitative aspects are very good. And I must say that, all of it to me was something coming true, even actually surpassing my expectations. Because the quality of professors I see, the way they explain things, the way they are able to interact with you, give you as much freedom in asking any question you could come up with, and actually spending time with you, helping you structure your thinking. I believe that's a great thing that you can get out of this program, each one of us. And regarding, comparison with, I come from a very global outlook. I've been to a lot of places, I've been through a lot of industries. It was my desire for many, many years to go out to a program like that. So it's not just suddenly I ended up. I was pursuing this path and I wanted to go to INSEAD maybe 10 years back. But when this opportunity came, I thought it was a perfect fit, and it's a very great opportunity within India that I can do this. And I think it's worked out very well.